I'm Elliott Oshry. I'm a fundraising consultant. I spent 42 years working with a company called Ketchum. So I spent most of my career managing capital and endowment campaigns for nonprofits all over the country. Ketchum had an insidious way of drawing everyone into campaign management. So it didn't matter what your job was when you first joined the company. Ultimately, you were trained into how to manage a capital campaign. That was the career path. And in those days, there were fewer high-level professional fundraisers in the nonprofit arena. And so when there was the need for a capital or endowment campaign, a consultant was usually the appropriate course of action. And so we often had 2 or 3 consultants working on a campaign. And so there was an opportunity to be trained as an associate director on a campaign. Over the years, most of the work that I've done has been out of Pittsburgh, but it's really easy to focus on some of the Pittsburgh projects, are the ones that are most meaningful, because in the other cities, I was often gone before the project was completed. I did the fundraising, pledge period would evolve, the construction would take years, and I was often long gone. As I retired from Ketchum and traveled less, and for those 40 years I traveled 5 days a week, it gave me the opportunity to get more involved as a volunteer here in Pittsburgh, which I had not been able to do for most of those years. I think individual fundraising in Pittsburgh has always been a challenge because we have been so blessed with a very vibrant corporate community a generation ago and a very vibrant foundation community even today. That's changing, and that will continue to change for a couple of reasons. Corporate giving is a whole new arena today. I think corporate philanthropy is a minimal impact on philanthropy. Corporate sponsorship and marketing is much greater, but we're also not the corporate headquarters center that we once were. And in the foundations, we're seeing enormous transition, both family transition, generational transition, mission transition. And so if we do not succeed at dramatically increasing individual giving, I think the organizations we care most deeply about are going to falter. Generosity is not a matter of wealth, it's a matter of character. And that human nature is such that people really want to do the right thing to help others. One of my early campaigns was at Villanova University, Catholic University outside of Philadelphia. And we had made a decision internally, staff decision, not to solicit the nuns who were part of the faculty, because obviously nuns take a vow of poverty and they really didn't have resources to give. And we were not very far into that campaign when one day an older nun came into the office and she was furious with us. And basically her message was, how can you deprive me of contributing to something that has been such an important part of my life for so long? She said, I'll decide if I eat lunch or use my lunch money to make a gift to the campaign. It was an eye-opener for me. It was a real example of how people are motivated to do something that's good for others, regardless of their personal financial capacity. And that's been a lesson that has helped me over the years.